There's a rumor that there's a check.
All right, so we are recording the meeting. The intention is to put it on YouTube after we're done. So we'll stick to the agenda. There's one item on the agenda that we may take into an executive session after the meeting, and then we'll go from there. All right, so the first order of business is the approval of the minutes from the May 4th meeting. We have a motion. So we have a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion closed. All right, we have the treasurer's report.
In front of all of you. Starting balance 23,505.88. We've got one outstanding check for $250. We've got 3 unpaid invoices. One of them you'll notice is for the crafting of the Verizon zoning or ordinance 12,480.
So I mean, telecom ordinance.
Is that what's called? Okay.
Yeah, small facility. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got the invoices. If anybody wants to examine them, but leaves us with a balance of 5546.24.
All right, any questions on the bills? And then do we have a motion to approve the treasurer's report?
Can you, sorry,
Yeah.
the initial total amount is $2,114. We're starting with?
23,505.88.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was looking at the 2114.
Yeah.
Missing the number. Okay.
So that's a total of checks that were cashed in the May period.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay, I'm good.
Right.
All right, so do we have a motion to approve?
No motion.
All right, any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion approved. So with $5,546 left in the treasury, do we want to start thinking about notify each of the townships we need to do another assessment?
Yes.
So Tom, do you want to make that motion?
I'll make that motion.
All right. And we have a second?
Second.
Hearing, all right. Any discussion?
This is an assessment to contribute.
Yes, yeah, so whatever we did not do an assessment early in the year, even though we figured out what the budget would be, only because we had enough money in the treasury at that time, and also we were waiting for a grant reimbursement, which came in. But however, Mr. Cohen is using our own money, so. But we need to be able to pay the other professionals along the way here. So.
But I like to point out, Chester, for people watching, this, each township would have did not do it on their own. So we're all getting the benefit of this if you look at it that way. It's one-to-one. That's the beauty of the twinship. Yeah.
All right, so we have a motion. Motion is second to do the assessment, and I will continue on that. So all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, moving on to solicitor's report.
Thank you. Although it's a long list, it's not that much we have to talk about today. The first is the Writing Academy revisions. I understand that Upper Makefield has approved it, just supervisors have had a vote.
Yes, we're ready to go.
That means we have to entertain a motion today to approve advertising for the ordinance.
So do we have a motion to approve advertising?
So moved.
For a second?
You have to, if possible, separate members of separate communities.
Yes, fine.
So we're heading in that direction for one of the other ordinances we're working on.
All right,
So it'd be better if you have somebody from Newtown or you make the motion.
yeah, we have 2 different towns.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we have a motion and a second to advertise the ordinance. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. I will need, and I'll contact your township managers. your meeting dates and the particular date you would like that have it advertised, because you have to go back to your salary and final another approval before we get it actually done. So when would you expect that to happen? That's what I'm told. I need to have dates of your supervisor meetings so that when advertised, you put the dates of the meetings in the advertisement.
Yeah, better to work with the managers. Just,
Yeah, I'm gonna, that's what I'm saying. I will call them the next day or so to get that done. Okay.
Because as the summer wanes on, we're gonna have less and less
Yeah.
meetings.
I know that.
So,
Yeah, I know. Okay, number two, the small facility telecom ordinance has been received from Own Law Group. I'm not sure it's been distributed to you guys yet, but you should all take a look at it before we have a discussion about it. It's, so it's several pages long and there's some attachments to it. So let's all take a look at it. We can have it on for our next agenda item for the next meeting. We're looking for a date for Joel Winston. I think we've been trying to call him on a regular basis and he has not been responsive. I think I know why. He hasn't responded to giving us dates. I think that resulted in your call with Mr. Cohen today. So in any event, we're going to try to get him here. Are we going to meet on July 6th?
well, I'll throw that out to membership.
Let's discuss that before
So our next meeting would be scheduled for July the 6th. Is that okay with everybody?
If you don't want to be here or you wanted to for a meeting after, that's fine. He's not always available, but I really think we need him on a Zoom meeting to throw the questions to him as far as the details of how this ordinance works. It's just his handiwork.
So my recommendation would be to do it in the August meeting, just to be safe.
When's our August meeting?
Because usually July 4th week is. to
Yeah,
get people.
I'm aware.
attendance.
Right.
I mean, I would be happy to meet with everyone, but I don't know if everyone would be happy to meet with me.
Let's see what is that date? Hold on.
Thursday. How long do the fireworks go?
First Thursday.
That's right.
First Thursday is
August 4th.
no,
Third?
August.
August 3rd.
Third.
No, it's August 8th. No, it's August 1st. I'm sorry.
Calendars are going.
I'm looking at it. I'm jumping around. I'm sorry.
Third.
No, okay.
Let's take a vote.
The third.
I'll pick a number.
Anyway,
I'll see what we can do to get it available for that call. Okay.
If you're talking to it, just explain that we do meet periodically, and it's just, there is no authorization to just write checks like most townships do. So that's what takes long.
I understand that. I was hoping to talk to him. He just hasn't been responsive. And this is probably why. They didn't want to bill us my phone call to him, but
Is this, I don't know, maybe I'm losing my mind. This stuff started back in September.
yes.
Yeah.
All right, well, then you know what, he's right. I mean, I don't know.
No, well,
I felt like I kind of figured from when we got it.
he just
That's-
delivers,
yeah.
no, you don't pay him until he delivers the goods.
All right, that's how it works. All right.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know.
well,
My wife-
that's what the understanding we had with him was.
Okay,
And admittedly, we had it for several weeks, but we only meet once a month.
right.
And I wanted this body to have it in their possession before we cut the check for $12,000. I
Right.
just want to be fair.
Right. No, I
So I-
didn't know how it works. So, okay.
That's,
So, the invoice
May-
started in September but if that's customary where you wait to get the goods, then. Right, and this is the first time we're meeting.
Yeah.
All right, you're back to giving hard time on my behalf.
Well, it was annoying me too, so it wasn't just your
Oh,
behalf.
okay.
On behalf of everyone. Okay, so as far as the next item, sub 3 here, as far as the recodification to match our realities here. We're waiting for Newtown Township to discuss it with the Board of Supervisors. It'll happen in the next month or so, right?
Yes.
Okay. Vehicle charging stations, we're still in the process of redrafting it. I think actually It was just released to everybody. So that's something else that has to get to the board of supervisors or your planning commissions first, however you wish to address that. Billboard, I think it was still in our shop. We haven't released it again, and we want to do a better job on that one. And non-conforming structures, again, it's before Newtown's board of supervisors. I'm not sure where it is at Wrightstown and Upper Makefield.
Yeah, I did not see a note from you to Wrightstown, so I don't know whether it went to Makefield as well.
I'll have to check it on. Yeah. If it wasn't, I will make sure it goes out to you.
I believe the rights to planning commission.
Okay.
It goes to Farm Commission, because I haven't seen it.
So non-conforming structures.
I must have it while your computer was.
Could have been,
Yeah.
yeah.
So this is not yet in front of the Upper Makefield planning board or board of
Okay.
supervisors.
And you have it, has it been delivered to you? I think we sent it to you. Oh, I'll send it again.
Don't know.
Okay.
You probably know.
Send it again. All right. The rest of my report, I would prefer to do an executive session as it deals with the validity challenge and the existing litigation that's going on with that. This was filed about 2 weeks ago now. It needs some discussion in executive session.
So we'll do that at the end after
Yes.
we adjourn. the
Yes.
meeting.
And that completes my report for now. Yeah.
All right, moving on to planner.
Okay, in terms of the comprehensive plan, I guess it's, we received comments from both Newtown and Wrightstown, and I don't know if Upper Makefield has discussed it yet, the Board of Supervisors.
Board of supervisors has not yet.
I think what we were gonna do is once we had them all, we'll put them together and bring it back for discussion here.
So the Newtown Board of Supervisors has.
We've already submitted. Yeah.
Yeah. And Rice.
Yes.
Have you seen what Newtown and Wrightstown have submitted? You should definitely take a look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to, because I think it was a little while ago, it came in separately, or they came in separately. Were they emailed to everybody, or? I'm trying to remember. I'll have to go back and check.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, I think it would. But we can send them back
I
out.
don't mind doing it again, or you have them,
Yeah,
maybe you can do it again.
I'll be happy to.
Why don't you do that?
That's, yes.
All right, thanks.
Very hard to hear anybody, just want to say.
All right, anything else? Lisa?
No, I think
Can
that's.
you hear me? Hello,
I have.
So
hello?
she would just also receive the validity challenge, so she can listen to all that and participate in that discussion.
What's
Well,
going
then
on?
we don't have anything else other to do than the discussion on that validity challenge.
Okay.
So,
Any public comment, anyone before we? I don't see any, but any on,
there's no public comment, there's no,
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Can anybody hear me? Yes,
Hey, Alan. Now,
I've been here the whole time, but I can't hear anything you're saying.
oh. Okay,
Bester knows why.
you have any particular questions? We went through it pretty quick.
I have lots of questions, but you blew through that. So I thought we were going to hear from the communications guy tonight.
No, that's not good. Hopefully in August.
so you hear me?
I hear everybody.
I
I'm
hear you, I hear you very, at a very low level. People that are on the other side of the table, it seems I can hear them better. I can't hear you, Chester. And Jerry, it's very hard to hear you.
I'll kick the audio up a little more.
Two pickup points, like the two microphones.
That's what we have.
Oh, there is. Okay.
Ellen, if you have a choose side of the table. Which one would you prefer?
Alan, do you hear us better now?
I hear you.
Let me
All right.
take that on.
Well, it could have
It's a
also
little
been
better.
that I had my computer in front of the,
Yeah, I'm thinking I was blocking it.
yeah, so I might have been blocking my speech. So
Chester, I have a question maybe you can answer. In 2004, when the high-rise apartments were removed from the joint, was there a challenge at the time that was taken out? Was there a reason that?
my recollection, looking at all the old documents, is that the solicitors from the three townships and the Bucks County Planning Commission made a decision that recommended that we remove it because it wasn't a necessary. It wasn't. It was 3 planners ago, but still, Bucks County Planning Commission, 3 planners. That it wasn't, that we weren't required to have it, or there was no need to have it.
But was there a developer that had come in or something that was on your radar? Nothing.
There was nothing on the radar, and it might have happened around the time when we were, and they were thinking about taking away, getting rid of the performance subdivisions. I don't know. That's just kind of the way we all moved in that direction. But it's a good question to, do we really need to have those uses or not? Or we can talk about those later.
Ellen, do you have any questions you wanted? If you didn't hear this, we're going to have an executive session on the validity challenge. But if you have questions about the rest of the agenda, by all means, let's catch up with you now.
Did we talk
Basically-
about the comprehensive plan?
Very briefly.
Yes.
Yeah, we have the comments from Newtown and Wrightstown. And once we get the comments from Upper Makefield, we're going to put them together and bring it back for discussion here.
And you have the little addendums that we sent you as well.
Yes.
Yes, I think you gave me a printed copy. I'll check at the office to see, that we have it digitally as well. I think Jeremy might actually have gotten that.
I think I handed it directly to you.
Right, that's what I remember at your meeting.
Yeah.
But what we'll do is I'll send them out to everybody so everybody can see what the other comments are.
I think Mary Donaldson also sent them out to everybody as far as when you were discussing at the planning commission. So you should have it from
Okay,
a couple months ago.
okay, I will check. And I have a note to send it to everybody on this committee.
Thank you. As far as
All right.
anything else, I really couldn't hear anything. So now I can hear you.
Basically, we just had a little status report of whether each one of the solicitor's items.
Do you want to hear the treasurer's report again?
Not unless you think there's something that I missed that was important. And Jerry, I can always talk to you about whatever, and Dennis.
We took a vote to approve another allocation
Yes.
of money to the fund. That's all.
Yes.
Okay.
Balance is running low, so we're going to repurpose.
All
Good
right.
enough.
Yeah, Chester, I have a statement.
Sure.
The electrical vehicle charging stations. I just wanted to pass out this information. Maybe everybody knows it, but the Bucks County Planning Commission gave a presentation a couple of weeks ago. It was a half hour. It was supposed to be an hour, but there was really no question, so it ended up being half hour. It was very, very informative, and it is available on their site. It's also available on tmabucks.com. Do you know what?
Transportation Management Association.
And they actually had some input in also. So it's on their site, tmabucks.com, or on the Bucks County Planning Commission site. It said a lot, I think more than we have in our ordinance. And it talked about requirements, it talked about how to handle possibilities now of handling charging stations in apartment complexes and things along that line. It talked about what was needed at a charging station, suggestions of how you might put that into the parking count for the retail stores. So it was very informative. So I would just like.
We'll
to throw
definitely
that
take
out.
a look at it. We already had their document.
They had the manual, but this was beyond, this is besides.
But that's what I'm saying. I haven't seen that. So I will definitely take a look at that and give it to my people to review it and see if we can add something to the ordinance. Thank you.
So, just following up on that, Kathleen, I don't know if was it the Bucks County Planning Commission meeting you saw that on?
No, it was a separate webinar
Oh, okay, they had it,
at
okay.
10 o'clock one morning last week or the week before.
Okay, because what I was gonna say is, so our colleague Dave Zip put that together
Yes, we were on
primarily,
there.
did
That
it right.
name sounds familiar, yeah.
So I would think if the council is interested, I could ask Dave to come and give that presentation. He's done a lot of research on it and he understands the technology. Like I can't really speak to that, but he's very informative. So if the committee is interested, I can certainly ask him to come to a meeting.
I mean, I think one issue is, and this came up at the PSAT presentation from the Department of Energy, PA, there, and just within the past couple of weeks, I think Ford has agreed to go to Tesla standards. My point is, this is still like an evolving thing. It's tricky, right? Like, say we want to set up chargers and wherever, and then the standards, I just feel like it's not really settled. So maybe you can shed, I don't know what you've heard, but yeah.
He may be able to give you some more information on it. I think, one of the main things we want to think about is just like where you want to, there's going to be other regulations, of course, but if you want to regulate them, I think you're on the way with what's been prepared.
But there's 4 different chargers now. I think Tesla like 60s, then Ford had 12% slavery. So that's good. So I think you're up to 2/3, 3/4 with one standard, but there's still 2 other charging. And I guess the way most technology goes, it sounds like Tesla's going to win the race, like VHS versus Beta, whatever. But I don't know. That's something that I think, make sure that's clarified before we start picking sites and putting chargers.
So they'll just make adapters.
I guess that's true, right?
Yeah, they do. That's what
Yeah.
they do. There's adapters for any kind of car.
Would you want me to follow up with Dave and see? I don't know if we're going to have a July meeting. I don't know if he'd be available that night, but that might be totally up to the group.
More information, better.
Does anybody have a link handy? Yeah, they can share.
I could look if I can send it to you.
That'd be
I can send. You want me to send it out tomorrow?
That'd be great.
That'd be good.
Yeah. So the link to the webinar. I didn't know. I guess
Well, I do know if you go to the Bucks County website, there's a large square with the link right on. You can't miss it.
So I knew they had the document on the county website, but I didn't know they actually had like a video presentation of it. So.
So anything else for the good of the order before we formally adjourn the public meeting? All right, so do we have a motion to adjourn the meeting? Wayne, do we have a second? Any discussion? Okay, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Everybody stop for 1 second.